Come on, my kid, join me in breathing. My heart beats steadily under your chest, and that is its rhythm toward you. Something in you is ready, which is why I brought you here. You have a deep-seated need for truth, relaxation, and unconditional acceptance. That yearning is evident, I get it. This is a precious moment, not a chance when you're right where you should be. You've been carrying more than you should have. Doubt has been whispering falsehoods into your ear. Dread has pinched your breath, and worrying has weighed you down. Those are voices I recognize. I understand the burden of every sleepless night, every unresolved query, and every prayer you believed had been ignored. Your buried tears are visible to me. When the house was still and nobody else was there, I could hear the prayers you said. Now I want you to know that I listened to all of them. As soon as you whispered angels were sent, heaven leaned closer. I haven't been away when you couldn't see I was working. I have been weaving rescue threads into your life's fabric. Keep in mind that there are wars going on, with powers that would keep you tiny and rob you of tranquility, not with fists. The adversary wants you to think that your losses indicate that you're done, and that your setbacks are evidence of your failure. But I tell you loud and clear, those failures are the soil in which I am cultivating you. I teach you resilience in the classroom of those losses. You haven't been overlooked. We haven't forgotten you. I'm for you, and I'm with you because of your failure. I am not the kind of love that fades with time or cools. Love from me never gives up. When you flee, it follows you. When you hide, it waits for you. And when your own voice is worn out, it sings for you. This is not a transactional love. It cannot be taken away from you, nor can it be earned. I selected you before you were even created. You were on my mind before the first light of day. That is why you walk with me. Allowed to sink, and you were selected. They want you, you are adored. Breathe this with me now. I'm here to heal now. Not sometime, not in part, incomplete. I'm fixing what was damaged, restoring what was destroyed, and making out for the seasons that seem pointless. I don't use cliches to mend your heart. I treat the underlying cause. Where there was despair, I plant hope, tear down the walls of fear, and pick out the weeds of shame. I'll use what the adversary meant to hurt you for your testimony. Your tale is not yet complete. It is starting to ascend toward a chapter that has my fingerprints throughout. You can ask yourself, what will this look like? When will I find out? I tell you this, I have perfect timing. I'll open doors for you in unexpected ways. Certain doors will shut which will hurt, but they are not penalties. They are reroutes for protection. You see the next step, I see the larger map. Have faith in the map I create. Some benefits are reserved for those who are prepared, trimmed and cleansed. Although it causes pain in the near term, trimming eventually yields benefits. because destiny demands more than skill. It demands perseverance, humility, and faith. I am molding your character. I'm calling you to a holy surrender right now. Giving up is a sign of wisdom, not of loss. Put an end to the laborious computations, the desperate planning, and the insomniac plotting. Deliver then to me. If you are scared to speak the truth out, tell me. Place your guilt, regrets, and what-ifs on the altar of my compassion. I won't embarrass you, I won't minimize you. I'll give you a boost, you will discover my covering, where you believe you are most vulnerable. My angels are in a protective circle, in the valley where your heart still hurts. You are given protection, rather than being left in the middle of pandemonium. Listen, I am releasing the bonds that have bound you, the constraints that have attempted to define you. By your worst day, the bonds of poverty, fear, and narrow-mindedness are breaking today. I am severing your ties to the patterns that have held you back. I am bringing courage, clarity, and an ethereal calm that protects you from terror into your soul. You will go with a strength that you did not create. You will be courageous because I am filling you. So you won't need to act brave. Friendships change. That is a component of my work. It will hurt when some folks go away. Some connections will be improved and come back more robust. Don't assume that someone's departure means you failed. Separation may sometimes be a necessary cleansing to make room for what I bring next. You have the right to mourn what has been lost. I'll sit at your side throughout that sorrow. However, don't let those departures define who you are. Your worth is in my unwavering stare, not in the presence of another individual. My child, walk boldly in faith and love. With your super Thanksgiving $5, let the truth of my word reach those who long for the light. Join me in this divine mission to heal and uplift. Click on the Super Thanksgiving button and be enveloped in my grace now. And listen to this message further about money. I understand the anxiety that wakes you up at 2 in the morning about the rent, the expenses, and the uncertain future. Your needs are not unimportant to me. I am a supplier. I've started the process of allocating resources. For you, provision may appear as a new employment, a discussion that leads to a new opportunity, or a miracle that turns the tide of events in your favor. I love to help in both supernatural and everyday ways, so don't be embarrassed to ask for practical assistance. Continue to take care of what I've given you. Plant little seeds of faith like a prayer, a deed of kindness, or a step toward better health, and observe how I grow them. Faith is silent, fear is loud. I'm not asking that you shout your beliefs into the sky. I'm requesting that you make little, trust-based decisions every day. Say a prayer in response to worry. When uneasiness strikes, tell me about your successes. Speak the truth when doubt starts to creep in. You are with me. For me you are. Those words are statements that realign your soul, not magical spells. You hold my future, say them, till they become as natural as breathing. To your spirit, you may be tempted to gauge success by the scrolling figures on a screen, or by applause. That isn't authentic. I gauge fidelity when no one is looking. I gauge how much you let me to mold you. Silent obedience sows the seeds of legacy. The things that make all the difference are the late night self-control, the decision to show up when it doesn't make sense, and the decision to forgive when it's nasty. I see them. Every deed performed out of love is recorded by angels. I'm getting you ready for impact. That's not just for the season. Your tiny acts of faithfulness now will benefit your children's children. You will have an old voice that says, I can't, but it was never intended to be your last utterance. I can because you are with me. Should be used in its place. It is about my presence, not your strength. Embrace the now. Allow it to calm your thoughts and settle your hands. I'll provide you the discernment to make the right choices. I'll protect your mind against trivial diversions and traps. Decide what will always important, and let me handle the rest. Listen, angels are now close by, not to scare you, but to reassure and get you ready. When you are at a loss for words, they whisper words of encouragement into your soul. They provide assistance that often appears as persons, appointments, or unexpected insight. Know that heaven planned that touch. When you see a hand reaching out at the perfect time, it is not just a coincidence. When you experience warmth at a difficult time, rather, it is the angel's presence in harmony with my plan for you. Respect their efforts by being receptive to cues and refusing to write off prompts as fantasy. You'll have to make decisions that others won't comprehend. It's okay, you will be referred to be stupid by others. Some may claim that you are pursuing an impractical or dangerous desire. Pay more attention to what I have to say than to the cacophony of detractors. I gave you a task that won't always be well received by the public. When resistance arises, don't be shocked. It often happens before a breakthrough. Be firm but not obstinate. Be unwavering in your objective and adaptable in your approach. Love everyone, including your enemies. Be quick to forgive, get over the trivial. This position garners support and disarms the adversary. I'd want you to do something easy now. Give up figuring it all out and let go of the urge to dictate the results. It's because you're smart, not because you're lazy. Care and control are not the same thing. Allow me to bear the burden of what you are unable to alter. Say the exact words, Lord, I hand this over. Then see how my presence changes the situation. It's okay if you don't always comprehend the how. Have faith in things you can't track down. Faith is a buddy who walks with you through the fog, not a map. I'm asking you to adopt a brave stance. Fearlessness is not the same as courage. To have courage is to stand by your convictions, even when your mind tells you differently. Speaking the truth in a loving manner is a sign of courage. Entering a new vocation when the old one is still whispering its consolation is a sign of courage. You are developing into a person who can lead without losing your soul. It's not common that is sacred. Every step you have taken, even the ones you may have thought were little, has made me proud of you. They made a count. There will be assessments of connections, character, and provision. Testing is not the same as abandoning. You become better via testing. It demonstrates who you are. I don't take my hand off during such seasons. I push it closer. The gold is exposed by the heat. Keep your head down instead of being your weakness. Let humility be your power. When you believe you can handle this on your own, pride will get the better of you. Keep in mind who and why you serve. Pay attention. I am creating new opportunities. That will call for trust. Don't let previous hurt make you cynical. When the opportunity arises, whether it's a new job, a move, or a chat with a powerful person, yes, use caution while evaluating, but don't allow fear to block every opportunity. Believe in the little affirmations, inner serenity, sage advice, and the alignment of circumstances. I'll find a way through the door if it's from me. Obedience will open up resources you haven't seen before. Prayer is the first thing to do, not the last. Let your initial reaction be toward me rather than away. When the pressure builds, the phone rings with terrible news, or an unexpected payment comes. Say your prayers in a clear and precise manner. Tell me what you need. Weep, laugh, tell the truth. I don't need well-crafted prayers. I get sincere hearts talking to me repeatedly, and simply strengthens our friendship. You'll remain calm throughout storms and modest during hallelujahs, with that constant cadence of discourse. And listen. If you would want to publicly state your belief, type it in the comment section. Make a promise to yourself with your words. Your soul starts to move when you express optimism, even in little ways. I listen to their admissions. Heaven leans toward every courageous word you utter, and angels record them. There will be times when miracles seem commonplace, such as when a bill is settled, a reconciliation is restored, or a health report changes. There will also be periods of undeniable law, with meetings that alter a person's life path overnight, and doors opening that reasoning cannot account for. I have both types. Don't use the spectacle to gauge the profundity of my work. Slow and silent redemptions might be some of the most potent. Honor both. I'm giving you the tools to lead with compassion. Love-infused leadership heals. Love-less leadership kills. Let love guide every choice you make. Whether you are in charge of a community, small group, family, or business, if someone has to be corrected, tell them the truth, but do it gently. Building others up, rather than depending on them for identification, can increase your impact. There is no one season that defines you. Your history is not a jail but a platform. I will create a testimony that will motivate others by drawing on your past, including the heartache, the stupid choices, and the unsaid sacrifices. Someone who is still lost will use your scars as maps. If you let me interpret your suffering, you will discover meaning in it, and the little things stick with me. Destiny is woven on the looms of the everyday rhythms of waking, serving, choosing compassion, and showing up. I respect the loyal, not just the ostentatious. I support the individual who consistently shows up to complete little tasks. Continue to care for your heart. Continue to take care of your house. Continue to follow your calling. I will reward the unseen labor that I witness. Never hesitate to seek for assistance. While humility acknowledges connection, pride poses his independence. You need friends who will pray with you and tell you the truth, as well as words of advice and shoulders to weep on. Don't be ashamed to accept assistance. Allow those who have been chosen by my Spirit to accompany you. It's okay for some people to be flawed. I demonstrate the perfection of my grace. By using flawed people, you are in danger. The pressure is preparation, not punishment. The storm is a pathway to higher capacity, not an indication of rejection. Keep your gaze up, maintain your faith-based stance. Don't lose your heart. I'm building in you the fortitude to endure hardships you once believed would shatter you. I'm at your side the whole time. There are angels in the air. The doors are lining up. The compassion of the following step will surprise you. Breathe with me once more now. Rest in that company, take my peace. Continue to walk, loved one. Lean close. Listen to this last message from my heart to yours. You are carried, you are seen, and you are recognized. Give me the weight you've been carrying for so long. When you unclench, feel the relief. That surrender is a door opening rather than a defeat. My strength kicks in to support your feet. The instant you release your grip, what you can't hold, I will. What you can't carry, I'll carry when your roads are clogged. I'll find a way. I am now announcing to you that here is where rehabilitation starts. I'm giving back everything that was taken, damaged or stolen, doubled and improved. I will not only fix, I will improve. Something great will be built from the fragments that seemed too little or too damaged. I'll give your mundane days a new meaning, and I'll use your failures as springboards for success. This is a promise, not just a wishful thinking. When I say it authoritatively, heaven responds. Don't feel guilty about seasons you wish you had. You learned sensitivity from those seasons. You've learned empathy from them. They have increased your ability to love. wounded and tired people, compassion will flow from your wounds. Mercy will now flourish where anguish previously hardened you. Because my light formed you in your own night, you will encounter individuals in their darkness and provide them light. I'll tell you straight, the fear that has been following you will be defeated. Fear has attempted to minimize you in your life's purpose. However, I am giving your bones courage. Courage is the decision to go with me in the trembling, not the lack of it. I will honor you if you take the next step. I give you no matter how tiny. Angels will walk with you to smooth the road created by every obedience-filled step, no matter how little. I send forth angels to guard the doorways I'm opening. They form lines in unseen locations and bring my favor into the rooms where you will be standing. Know that my heavenly hosts were there, lining up the details. When a reconciliation occurs in a heartbeat, when a discussion turns at the perfect time, or when a check comes after much concern, embrace such moments with humility and thankfulness. They are proof of my loving attention. I proclaim that your financial situation will change. This is about learning to steward what comes with wisdom and generosity, not just about getting more. Let gratitude and praise, not dread, be your first reaction when supply comes. Faith will double what you believed to be insufficient. If you give as you have been given, I am the God who provides for necessities, both in subtle ways and via obvious miracles. Have faith in both. Truth will sharpen your relationships, and grace will mend them. Forgiveness is an odd yet effective remedy. Your future is free when you let go of the resentment. To forgive is to reject, to be controlled by wrongdoing, not to condone it. I'll right the wrongs. I'll put things right that were wrong. Let discernment be your light, and kindness guide your paths. Enter new relationships that pay tribute to the heart I put in you. Now listen. You are in a position of power. In modest power, not in haughtiness. Talk boldly throughout your days. Proclamation of peace, sustenance, and healing. When you speak from faith, things in the invisible are moved. Instead of using that power to curse, use it to bless. Use it to overthrow strongholds. Support the weak and liberate those who are enslaved. Make good use of the voice and vision I have given you. This route will not be yours alone. I'm with you nearer than a breath, closer than a thought. Remember that I was there for you at the worst moments, and heard all of your cries. When loneliness whispers that no one can comprehend, you are a character in a larger narrative. When you are unable to participate, there are other pilgrims on the path who will stand and offer prayers. Take them, allow them to carry you sometimes, and be prepared to carry others as well. The future is signed by me. Therefore, don't be afraid of it. I am a God of fresh starts, rather than recurring patterns. Anticipate shocks beyond your wildest expectations. and twists better than you anticipated. My intentions for you are impactful and laced with kindness. Your presence will cause rooms to change. As you enter them, you'll say things that make people better. You will lead an important life that is not your own. Inhale the truth now you are fully forgiven. Your shame is no longer a part of my DNA. It's a falsehood. The guilt that tells you you've gone too far. Your name is inscribed on my hand. I remember you have a fresh heart and clean hands. Proceed in that freedom, without turning back, to relive what has already been redeemed. Take a proud stance from the honor of being my adored, not from pride. Allow your life to be characterized by serenity that endures despite changes in circumstances. Allow the constant presence of my Spirit inside you to bring you delight rather than praise. Let your hope be eternal, your love broad, and your trust unwavering. As you enter what I have for you, I am at your side. Angels observe doors open. Chains snap, provision arrives. Relationships recover, courage rises. And I'll be the solid hand under yours through it all. Talk to me now, I get it. I have faith if you can say it out loud. I surrender, make the pledge. Enter it, here I am now forever. Forever, Amen. Please subscribe to support our channel and turn on bell notification.